Hello and welcome to Dahlia's Discourse. So, I wanted to get on here again. Today has been an exceptional day of different things, synchronicities, things like that, repeating numbers galore, and I know this is something that we all go through. But what I think the missing piece is the, okay, so I got the number, now what do I do with it? So, just as an example, I spoke of going on a hike earlier today, and afterward I thought I would treat myself to get something to drink. So I got one of these little drinks from Dunkin' Donuts. This happens to be right by the shop. And the number on it, I don't know if you can see, is 666. So I can recall a time in my life when that number was terrifying. And I didn't know why. There was a lot of clouded mystery around it, and some talk of it representing Satan or something crazy like that. So as I've grown in time and in knowledge, I've learned that that is just a trick. The number 666, I know it has a lot of background and history, and if you wanted to post some facts that you had, I'm more than open to having the conversation. But during this discourse, I wanted to talk about just the representation and perception and how that can amplify things in your life. So I've gotten this number, and I can either choose to be scared and be like, oh crap, what do I do with this now? Take the cup back, I don't want to drink the drink, all that nonsense. Or I can look at some of the more positive aspects of the number of 6. So let's talk about the tarot. 6 in the tarot usually represents harmony and things growing and changing for the better. Right after the number 5, which is actually all about change and possible upset, like just life is about to get rearranged, so buckle up. So 6 offers us an opportunity for peace and perhaps future prosperity, depending on what we do with that sense of harmony. Do we rest on our laurels, or do we, try to amplify again the more positive aspects of life? So when I see the number 666, I have to also kind of look back at angel numbers. It's actually a number that asks you to focus on the positivity, so that's the energy that you invite into your life. And there's a lot of other number references to 6 that just seem to negate the mark of the devil or anything else. And then I have to say, if you are doing this whole I see repeating numbers, if you're having that circumstance in your life, also look at the other numbers that come up. So after getting that cup, I also started seeing 11s everywhere. 1111, that time showed up on my tablet when I went to turn the screen on. Boom, 1111. Wow, okay. So that's a master number. All these things are happening. I also got 2s, 222, all those things are showing up today, 444 and other people's comments and likes. So clearly the universe is trying to tell me that things are good right now, things are going to be fine. And I can dive into fear because, oh my gosh, 666, or not. I also had a very magical friend stop by. She knows who she is and I love her. Tell me, as a practicing witch, that 6 is actually a very magical number and speaks to magic happening in your life. And if I take just what she said in context to when I received that number in that cup, I had just come out of my experience in the forest and the wildlife refuge. And to me, this is where you're supposed to be. Get out in nature more. I've been getting that message for years and never really took it as seriously as I did today. And so, if I was looking for a sign of what do I do now? Confirmation. You did the right thing. You started your day not just with ceremony, because that's very important to me and I've stated that before, but you started your day with nature. You reconnected with all that it is in its most natural state. And so I'm happy to get 666. I'm curious to hear what other people think about this. So again, this is Dahlia's Discourse, and I'm open for discussion. So either what numbers have you seen, or how do you feel about the number 666? Because we are amplifiers. And our perceptions are creating our reality. Science is catching up and proving those things. And I refuse to perceive 666 as a bad number. And so, therefore, my life will change and revolve around the positivity that I now carry for that number. So, what's going on in your world? I want to hear in the comments. And we'll see what everybody else has to say and feel about this. Thanks.